Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 3:30. Not too bad. Took like a little 45-minute break between the stream and now, get a little detox in. Gotta take a little breather between Monster Train. I've been thinking about it lately. Because I take like 45 minutes to an hour away from the game. I'm like, you know what I could do in that hour? Could probably record Slay the Spire. I've been thinking about that, so I might try reviving the Slay the Spire series. I've talked about it a little bit before, but I was definitely in like a content slump for a few months where I was like, man, I don't want to make anything, I don't want to try anything new. I'm just gonna play the same games on stream and on YouTube. But I feel like I'm over that now, and I'm ready to, maybe try to revive some of the series that I started back in like last year. But I don't know. We'll see what I end up feeling, because the big problem is that some Slay the Spire episodes are like 2 hours. So if I end the stream and record a good Slay the Spire run, that might take me to 4:30 a.m. And then this Monster Train episode would be a mess. But we'll see. It's up in the air, I would say. Knocked out a few more challenges on stream today because what was it? Subnautica didn't release today. It releases on Friday, which is tomorrow. So I'll probably play that tomorrow night. And I'll probably knock out a few more expert challenges. If you're wondering how it's looking like this. I'm not like making crazy progress, but I'm knocking out a few. I do like 3 or 4 runs per night, so, got like 7 or 8. I've had to do a few resets to solve really weird combats out, but other than that, it's been pretty fun. And we're Wendleton today as well. Any day where I get to have root seeds is a good day. Anything else for you today? Not particularly. The question I want to ask today is this is kind of I'm just going to kind of go through the meals. Yesterday I asked breakfast, today I want to hear about lunch, but particularly I want to hear about sandwiches. What's your go-to sandwich? In high school, I ate a lot of salami and cheese. I'm very over... I'm kind of weird about non-melted cheese. Unmelted cheese, I think, is a little gross. Not too gross, but I feel a little sketch eating it. I think my favorite sandwich is just peanut butter and honey. Honestly, I don't eat a lot of it. I don't eat a lot of sandwiches in general. I don't really like bread a ton. Like bread as a whole. Bread products is a big group, but the bread, like normal bread, like sandwich bread, not a huge fan. But yeah, what's your favorite sandwich? Maybe I asked this because I know someone's told me about Reuben's before. I might have asked favorite sandwich before. Well, I'm definitely not going to check. I know that someone's talked to me about Reuben's before. I don't know when this was, though. But my response is always, yeah, Reuben's seem cool, but I hate sauerkraut. Ugh. If I have asked favorite sandwich, if I haven't asked favorite sandwich, just tell me your favorite sandwich. If I have, tell me how you feel about sauerkraut. Actually, you can answer both. If you want to answer both, also, backup question in case this is a repeat question. Anyway, Monster Train time. Shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's begin. We're Exile Awoken default Wurmkin. It's fine. It's fine. Explosive Sigil, Darkness Arcus. Diligent Seraph, ugh. Razor Sharp Proclamation and Graph. Razor Sharp Proclamation and Graph is a pretty good set of 3 starters. Proclamation is really good. I think it might be the best card in the common pack for Wurmkin. Shelter, it's contextual. I think with Beetle specifically, Shelter becomes better, but, I take back my ugh towards Diligent Seraph because they showed me Thorn Fruit here. So we did some fun experimenting with Strangler and just locking heavies to a floor. I want to play Thornlord. I think that Thornlord might be the best path right now. I know it's very underwhelming. No, I think the quick path is the best path. I think Strangler might have fallen to bottom of the pack though. Outside of some real niche circumstances, I think Strangler just doesn't cut it anymore. I had some tedious runs, so it was on Super Ultra there. Playing down here is wrong. It feels right because I get these 4 incants, but it's definitely wrong. And Train Stirred in front seems fine. And it's of course wrong because this turn I would just take 1,000,000 damage. Not quite 1,000,000, but pretty close. Yeah, early game here, I'm just going to aim to ping off as many of these enemies as is possible. Yeah, and then I mess that up. It doesn't matter a ton, but I should break the habit. One of the reasons, Dust pointed this out on stream, it's a very good philosophy. Like, basically, why don't I just restart the combats all the time? I don't want to get lazy and start making a lot of small mistakes like that one. Like, in the long term, that mistake won't matter, and some mistakes are going to happen because dialogue and keeping a good pace and like there's some, you have to make sacrifices basically when it comes to creating content for a game like this. At a certain point I will reach, like I'll reach a certain point where I'm like, okay, I make very, very little in terms of mistakes. But sometimes the filter that my brain has to play cards in the right order messes up, and that's gonna happen. But I don't want to be restarting every combat and like fixing all of those mistakes, because I want to iron out making mistakes, you know, over a long sample size of combats or runs. I think Wildwood Sap is good here. I feel like it's a fine win condition. We need a way to help Thornward stay alive. I think Wildwood Sap got a lot worse in the last Divinity, but it's still fine. I get a lot of water breaks here. I can feel my throat getting a little tired. So on this choice, Echo Infusion versus Proclamation. I know we have 2 proclamations, but an infused proclamation is worth a lot. It's worth a lot. It's worth a lot. Uninfused Echo Infusion is worth a little less. I'm really, really drawn to this card. I've seen it carry so many of my runs. So with Thornlord, the best unit is going to be the other version of Husk Hermit, which is Shattered Shell. I think Keeper of Echoes is pretty bad. Like, I think there's exactly 2 units I can pair with Thornlord that'll pan out well in this combo. I think I can pair Animus of Will, and I can pair Shattered Shell. I think either of those are winning, and I think anything else is losing. Maybe you could do Bogflies. Bogfly Cocoon might be okay. Either way, I don't think it's any of these. And I might even go double Awoken Banner to try and fish for it. I don't think we're at much risk. If I go a super greedy path here, like going double Awoken Banner, I just take no pack shards until we're through Daedalus. Which might be what I do. I could play Bogfly though. Like the Steel Shop is good. It is good. Magic Shop offers -1s though, and a holdover on Proclamation. Yeah, I'm gonna go left. Because there's just as many good hits in the Magic Shop as there are on the right path, and we get to see a better banner. Animus of Speed. I'm gonna pick Animus of Speed here. She's good enough through the next 2 combats, and she gives a good infusion. +10 piercing is good. That on Proclamation. I won't have spell weakness for this, and I will take this because it's only 10 shards. We don't have to go super light. Like I don't want to go into the yellow, but we can stay in the gray here because +10 piercing and Proclamation is good. Maybe I need to go Extreme Stone with it. I'm not sure. I think I'm overvaluing Proclamation a little bit, and it's because when I've had Proclamation do really, really well in the past, it's been with Stygian having spell weakness. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still good. It's just not like, it's not nuts, you know? It's good, but it's not insane here. Like, it is pretty good. It's just, it's not gonna solo heavies for me, which is what I'm in my mind expecting out of it right now. But 100 damage piercing, it's gonna do a lot. It's gonna knock out any of the armor front lines, which became much more of a threat in the last Divinity as well. Armor front lines, aka I call them tanks usually. Those guys got a lot scarier and a lot more common. That's fine. Probably good to drop the boss to 40. We have a really strong start for the early game, so we can afford to be a little more choosy with our unit takes. We don't have to worry a ton. Could have maybe taken that trial. I mean, I could have taken that trial. I actually just killed the boss there. I know you're thinking Wildwood Sap, but I really like Restoration Detonation. Bounding Echoes is good. Echo Transfer is okay, but Bounding Echoes makes any future extract picks good. It also makes the 2 proclamations a lot better. No, I'm gonna go Echo Transfer. I think Bounding Echoes is a bait. I'm gonna overcompensate, I think, if I take Bounding Echoes there. I already have a lot of good infused cards. And Proclamation isn't that needy. I can take Echo Transfer, which will be better. Sad. Maybe this ends up being an Animus of Speedrun. I'll take another Wildwood Sap. It's not crazy good, but it's good enough. 10 sap makes us for sure on Daedalus. I want that relic. Do 50 and then 5. Root Split Mask is good, I think. Someone pointed out that, and I thought that I went, huh? It's a pretty funny observation. I'm not gonna take this relic, but I think 2 episodes ago, the ice in my drink clinked to the bottom, and it made a noise. And someone was like, "Hey, you've apologized for so many noises that I've never heard, but the one noise that I hear, which is the ice clinking, you don't even make a mention of." And I just thought that was funny, and I wanted to share that because I do a lot of. I think that I think there's a lot more ambient noise happening than there actually is what it is. I'm super sensitive to it when recording, particularly. When I'm not recording, I don't care. I'm not super worried about it when I'm not recording, but when I'm recording, I'm like, oh, I need to make no noise. It does creep in a little bit when I'm not recording, though. I'll think like, oh, I'm making too much noise, especially when the desk creaks. I really notice the desk creaking now. Ever since I took up recording. When did I do 100 damage to Daedalus? Probably, I think he came up here and I hit him with a proclamation, I bet. That seems right. I want... Staying here. We're gonna go... Root Seeds here. Echo Transfer onto our Animus. This is the redraw, so I put down Wildwood Sap now. Because I won't see it again, most likely. 46 hits here. I want to work on killing this Forged Disciple. The front one dies too quick. And then Clergymen are just whatever. I could have stunned one of them. Can also just draw Proclamation. And then there's no head empty, no thought. It's good to ping these off floor because they don't explode, I guess. It doesn't make a big difference. This is a really formidable floor for Daedalus. Like, it might not look that good, but this is a really, really, really strong floor for Daedalus. Well, on the stronger end. It falls off, I don't know, right about now. Well, next room, but you get the idea. It's about to fall off. But for now, I mean, that's a nice looking floor. 7 regen. It checks all the boxes. 7 regen, 52 health. Like, we do roughly 100 damage to Daedalus per round. Got plenty of survivability. The beauty. The real beauty. Daedalus is a real dead. The second Wildwood Sap was really good because without it, it wouldn't have been over, but it would have been harder. I think so anyway. Alright. We're looking for one of Animus of Will or Shattered Shell here. If we don't see one of those, I hate to tell you this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's Channelsong. Okay, we saw Shattered Shell. Oof. Phew. But if I had to, we could have gone Channelsong, Permafrost, Intrinsic, remove the Train Stewards, and start Channelsonging a double multi-strike Animus of Speed. That gives her 20/20, so she starts at 45/23. Ideally, we do that on turn 2 and 3. She gets on the field right on time, and the 23 health should give her enough to start scaling, or to survive Razor Sharp anyway. But I don't have to do that. I got Shattered Shell. Very nice. We have a ton of draw, so this is energy, and this is going to be energy space, so we can play mid-floor on the Divinity. Now that Channelsong plan that I outlined isn't necessarily bad, because we can just do that, but on Shattered Shell. And it's really not that bad. If you have the Intrinsic Permafrost, it's a guaranteed turn 2. And like it's not a lot for guaranteed turn 2 setups. I will have to go to a magic shop though. But for now, we'll go Steel Shot. Maybe I should go Magic Shop here, Steel Shop here because of removals, but it'll just hit. Multi-strike. That is really good. So if I want to go the Channelsong route, there's 2 lines. If I want to go the Channelsong route, I can go double multi-strike. If I want to go... Otherwise I go 25, I think. You can bring the mic closer, I just realized it's far away. I think I just reroll. Yeah, and if they show me 25, I just grab it here. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we will go... No Intrinsic. Sack Animus of Speed, put her on Shattered Shell. And then from here, we're just scaling Shattered Shell. Our survivability should be fine. I think our long-term plan is regen. So we'll go Magic Shop here. We'll buff up our regen cards. It looks like the intrinsic holdover, not the intrinsic holdover, the intrinsic permafrost plan is not going to come to fruition, sadly. I will skip the Heaven's Seal. Although, actually, it's not that bad if I play top 4. I could take Heaven's Seal here. That's my bad. Because we have Root Split Mask. They don't move up. Yeah, our early game heavies should die to Thornlord, and then the mid to late heavies die to Shattered Shell, who is quick. That's the outline. And we have enough buff cards that it should be okay. Should is the key word. Greed for money. Yeah, I can probably use 5 energy in this run. I can't go 5 energy, I don't think, but I could probably use it. Yeah, sure, I can just kill you. Look at that piercing doing work. I'm telling you, the plus 10 piercing proclamation is too strong. That card would be a viable candidate for holdover on this one. We're definitely scaling a little slower than I would like here. But we just have to shape the deck a little bit and we'll be okay. I hope. Root Split Mask also gives me an extra round before my sweeper has to get kills in, so it's actually fine. Root Split Mask, I think, makes this run work. And we play Wildwood Sap now. Yeah, I think without Root Split Mask it would be a little bit doomed. But with it, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Might just try hold over Razor Sharp. We're gonna end up playing mid floor. We want to hold over a big healing card as well. I don't really care which one, but I need to hold over a big healing card. Restoration Detonation with Extreme Stone might be the best one. Might not even need to do regen for Relentless, but it's safe to do it. I should do regen for Relentless, yeah. I guess that could be my big healing plan is regen. I haven't tried it in the last Divinity too much, because I think it's bad, primarily. Awake is an infused big healing card. Yes. That's a really good candidate for Value Stone. Force Contamination is okay. It lets us get through that early game a little easier. I think I don't want to put like 50 cards in this deck though. I want to clear it out. Take out the 4 Train Stewards, take out some Fractures probably. Is this card worth a slot in the deck? That's a thinker. It is a thinker. I'm not sure. I think no. I think early on in the fight, it's not going to make a big difference because Shattered Shell won't do big numbers, and by the time Shattered Shell does big numbers, he's probably just killing. Permafrost Channelsong. There it is. Do -1 Razor Sharp Edge. Don't want any of these. Can you feel a sneeze coming on? Hold on. Better. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll. I'm not gonna do Permafrost Channelsong strats. Although, like, I actually could, and it's still not bad. Permafrost Channelsong, if I hit Intrinsic, it's actually decent. I'll do it. I'll do it. I've done this before, and it is not bad. Remove Consume. Sad. Look for Value Stone holdover Awake as well. We want to see Value Stone and Intrinsic in the next one. I think that's a 1 in 9 of happening, but it's good to have dreams, you know? I'll spend it all. There's not a whole lot for me to spend my money on, so doing good spell upgrades like this is fine. And let's take a quick peek ahead. We have 3 temples. Let's do a rough estimate. The only thing that's for sure, I have for sure locked in, I want 25. So I'm at 60. I think I take this money and then we do 25, 15, 15. Should be the move. Alright. Crystal Cloak. Ugh. Scary. So... like it's slightly better if I do it like this. I don't feel either way about this run currently. I think the Channelsong is gonna clutch this combat for me. Wait a minute. It's just gonna let me pull my... it's gonna let me pull Train Stewards on the turn that I need them. Huh. Channelsong's out of control. Cannot be stopped. Maybe too powerful. And playing away for regen seems better than 2 Root Seeds here to me. We just want to build up our regen numbers for Stealth Boss as well. 3 Train Stewards and 1 draw? For me? Stinging these is wrong. Yeah. It's just wrong. I was incorrect. I forgot what I was doing. It was a moment of weakness. I won't let it happen again, I swear. Please do not cancel me on Twitter for this mistake. Thank you. Okay. I just kind of like, I don't know, halfway through this combat forgot that the whole point is I'm trying to kill, or I'm trying to get kills with Shattered Shell so he scales. And I don't really want to talk about it, okay? sure. Play it like this so that I'm just eliminating the potential 3 Train Steward draw on this turn that would cause me to not play Channelsong well. Obviously, that's never gonna happen, but I think it's the only thing that could even hurt me here. I don't know if it hurts me that much even. At 5 stealth. Yeah, we're good. We take those. I said at the start of this combat I don't feel either way about this run. I actually feel really good about it. I changed my mind. I don't feel bad about it at all. Ensnare is okay. You want to get into some weird shit, we can like Restoring Retreat to break the roots on some enemies so that they get to leave. Why would I want to do that? It's mainly a thing of 2 rounds of an enemy hitting might be a problem, but I doubt it. If anything, take Ensnare, but I'll skip. I don't think I need a second Awaken this deck. I think I remove. Yeah, I think I remove. No Soul Crushing Guilt here. I just go right. There's no removals here. We're gonna go left. We'll go right. Left ahead. Concussive Coals is decent. Yeah, Concussive Coals is really good for Seraph because it might daze some of the enemies, which is nice. You got Intrinsic Value Stone in here? Intrinsic's good. So I just have to remove all my Train Stewards now. It is actually legitimately strong. You might be ha-haing at this one. I don't blame you, but it's actually pretty strong. You just gotta trust. Okay, -1 in Graft. I can do another Remove Consume. I don't have another... I don't think I have another Magic Shop. Not here. Go to this one. I think it's wrong to roll for Holdover here. I think rolling for Holdover is a bit of... It's like putting the cart before the horse, right? If I hold this card over at 2 energy, it is very detrimental to my run. So I won't. I'll throw a +10 onto Engraph. Yeah, Restoration Detonation. And we'll call it a day. Cool a little money. So Spell Chain. So I took 10 there. I have to take 25 from one and 15 from the other, right? And that should... No, that's not right. Because I took 10. I'm supposed to take 25. If I take 15, I'm 15 short. I need to take... I take like 25... 25? That's over by 5. It's weird because I have to take 15 here. It's not bad. Like, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Could also do it on Echo Transfer, but Echo Transfer I won't actually be able to afford to play. Wildwood Sap. With a -1, this is basically double stack. I mean, it is double stack. 1 energy, 10 regen. I don't really think that's great, though. Maybe that is fine. I'm gonna do Engraft. I don't think that's great. Okay. So... yeah, it's weird to take the spell chain that I don't need there, but it lets me get to a clean 100. It matters a lot, because even going to 105 increases the Divinity's damage. I'm thinking about playing bottom floor, and then I thought a little more, and I said, wait, why? Correct answer. Wait, why? Agreed. In what world do I not draw my Train Stewards in time? Agreed. You see, there's one of them now. Get him, buddy. Oh no. As long as I draw Train Steward next turn, we're fine. If I don't, I mean, I'd have to not draw him over the next 2 turns for it to be bad. Right now, it's still fine. Right, see? Value. It's a Daze Shard! Arcus, piece of shit. I hate you. It's okay, I don't lose a lot for this. I lose 1 kill on the boy. As long as I don't draw him on the next turn, which is impossible, we're fine. It's gonna come out at a 40, or it's gonna do 23. That's good. I should be able to get the kill there. Sting wherever. Kill this train steward. I almost forgot to play that train steward. That would be tragic. Okay. Now it's good. Ready? Here it goes. This strategy got better because of them removing the dazed yeah, just remove it because of them removing the dazed. Period. It's close. It's 33 plus, so it's 66, but it's 66 plus 9 is how much he does here, which is 75. So if I play 1 spell, this enemy is over. So I will not play 1 spell. Yes. Acceptable. Yeah, 42. That was a correct calculation. Wowie. Right. Choose some stings. I don't know, there's not a whole lot to do here. I need to build sap, or not sap, other option. Regen. Fuck you, Arcus. Dude, he's out for blood today. Arcus is being real vicious. I don't appreciate it, brother. I don't really want to play Proclamation, so I won't. I don't think that we're winning currently. I think we're dying to Arcus right now. If I live through Arcus, I think that this run is okay, but I don't think I live through Arcus. Oh yeah, come at me for 29 here. It's very scary. I'm at 17. Do I have another? It's all stings. I can't possibly see any more regen here. It's not possible. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of stings. So, I just wanted to consider playing a root seed to draw 10, but there is no reason to. Sting that off. I mean, I guess I just sting him up. We take our chip damage here, because why wouldn't I? Got like 100 damage in. How is it? Ooh, it's close. But at the end of the day, I think we take the W here. 1805. I think that does it, right? There you go. You know, wouldn't have killed him without the Channelsong. All I'm saying, would not have killed him without that Channelsong. And you could make a case, so you could just focus your resources elsewhere and still win. Yeah. But this one too, and it's dumb. Cycle of Life, I think, is really bad. Like, Echo Infusion got printed in this DLC. Cycle of Life, are you feeling okay? This card could probably have its health gain doubled. I'm just thinking about it a little more. Is it that bad? I don't know if it's that bad here. Like, plus 10 is fine. I don't think it's good. I could take it. We're gonna take space. I could take it if I was worried about running out of health on Shattered Shell somehow, but I'm not. I'm not worried about that. Value Stone? Spell Chain again. Let's do this. There's gonna be times where I can play it. I have to take the 15. Train Stewards are gone. They're done for. And I'm duplicating Wildwood Sap. You ever think about second Channelsong here? Me neither. Seems really bad, right? That'd be really silly. That'd be a dumb line, I think. Haha, yeah. Plus 8 on this combat. There's two combats that I think you really need to respect. This one and Harvesters of Death. This combat is, if you roll double infusions on the first round, you get decimated. Like, we're not talking a little bit of damage, we're talking death. I'm going to take this because we have Root Split Mask and we have the Piercing card. I think it should be okay. Oh hey, the best possible enemy got infused. Great news, everyone. I don't have to play Wildwood Sap here also. Oh yeah. I'll throw my stings down here, I guess. It may be better just to sting on top floor. I'm not sure. Maybe it would be better just to sting up here. This one would also be pretty slick with Light's Gift, huh? Oh, I drew like nothing that turn. That's the side effect. It's just gonna happen sometimes. Side effect of the way we're playing it. Sometimes I draw 0 cards. It's usually gonna be turn 3 after I have the big turn where I go, man, I need to play all these good spells, and I just skip Root Seeds. And I overdraw so I don't see Sting either. Just play these out. Free incants. Maybe the best use of my Charged Echoes there that I've seen. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna put the Fracture here. With the Channelsong line, it might have been right to fish for another multi-strike. I don't think it was good to, but it might have been the right line. If this run loses, I was probably supposed to fish for another multi-strike. I also feel like we only ever possibly lose in Relentless, which is why I'm trying to get Sap gameplay going. Oh yeah, and on Seraph we have a better run. Like our run is better on Seraph. That man did 99. Did you see that? 33 times 3? Have you ever seen anything like that? That guy fucks. We good? We're good. Yeah, on Seraph we have a better run because I don't get my deck full of stings. That's the downside of Thornfruit here, is my deck gets filled with stings. It's not even that big of a downside, too. Pyre Shards. Like, one day I will start with Pyre Shards and it will not be the worst card in my deck ever, but fuck you, Pyre Shards. That card's so bad. It's Pyre Shards and Rage Serum are cards that are like, they're so bad because like they just do nothing for you. I should maybe take Broken Memories there. I have one Consume card worth bringing back. Magic Shop or duplicate another Remove Consume Wildwood Sap? A good question. Magic Shop lets me fish for Holdover Awake, but I could also just, yeah, you know? I think it is better to go left. We'll see. I usually just fixate on Magic Shop stuff there, for sure, but I guess we'll never know. If there was a holdover in there, maybe this line was a bit better, the right path, but I guess we'll never know. Cheater's Hand hurts us. So Cheater's Hand is a really good relic, except for if you draw 10. Like if you up your draw to 10 ever, Cheater's Hand hurts you because you lose 1. Which is sad. Boon of the Blacksmith I don't want. Tempered Talisman. Nah. Channel Heart's nuts. Karuska's nuts. Yeah, those are both very good. And we just cut fractures out. I think the scariest moment for this run was Arcus, and from here we are... It's been 40 minutes? I'm telling you. I have mentioned it before, how in recording I just kind of... You get in the zone, and I like dial in. Dude, I'm dialed. 40 minutes gone in a flash. Okay, so... Let's think about positioning a little bit here. Brain usually say bottom floor. I think Brain says mid floor here, and I agree with mid floor positioning. I think this is a mid floor banger. Although Root Split Mask, you know what? No, I draw enough and I have 4 energy. I'll just take the curses. Because it's worth it for the Root Split Mask value. I think Root Split Mask brings enough to the table. And so we'll do it. Maybe some of these guys should end up dazed. So, I overdrew, but that's okay because of Channelsong. Oh, sorry, I'm really close. Good thing I'm not loud, huh? Didn't mean to be so close to you there. Battered Shell goes here. I've been messing myself up on Diligent Seraph a bunch lately. I bait myself with the curse enemies and I just kill myself. Not today. Okay. Might be right to never go to 9 or never go to 10 here. Always stop on 9, potentially. Yeah, I don't need to take damage here, so I won't. 290s are scary. Double curses are problematic. Phase is good. When everything else is bad, at least we got the days, right? Let's play this whole hand out. I'm getting slowed pretty heavily here, which is bad. Like, the curses are bad because they're slowing my regen draws, which is the main concern. My regen draws are very important because we need to scale. Dude, Karuska on this run is actually so sick with that spell chain card. I think we're okay, but the regen number is much higher. Like, the game requires bigger regen out of you now. Sting is a better card than Fracture. I'd rather have it. Fracture is just a worse version. I mean, it is just a worse card, period, I would say. I wish I could see the attack of Seraph here. You'd think I would know it by now, but I do not. I should try to memorize it. Like, right now, I should try to lock it in. What's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be like 15 times 3. Yeah. Wow. That was a guess, but I got it. Root Seeds is still fine. So 15 times 3 is 45. How much damage is it? I don't feel good. I'll tell you that. I think this dies in Relentless here. You have 29 regen though? If you had a little more health, I'd feel better. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm overestimating my requirements here. No, I'm not. Alright. 5 more regen might just take us there. It's super close. I think with Echo Transfer, maybe? Oh, buddy. It's very close. It is as close as it could possibly be. I shouldn't touch anything. Like, I could kill one unit and mess up the scaling here on accident. We'll just go Razor Sharp Edge for fun. But yeah, out-regenning Seraph is really hard for Relentless because, you know, Seraph does 45 now instead of 30. Like, clicking up to 30 regen used to be a reliable Seraph plan, but now you need to hit 45, and on Sap Seraph, I think you need to hit 60. Sap Seraph crushes. That guy does so much damage. Each of the Seraphs has like a thing. Why does it look like that's more damage shield than normal? Like, it isn't. It just looks like it. That's right. We took space so we could play mid 4 here. Don't forget it. I'm gonna ping off 1, 2 damage shield down here, and then we'll just triple sting. A shame about the Root Split Mask value being lost, because Root Split Mask was doing work for us. Absolutely. It's a real shame. But I don't... maybe we could just play top 4 here. If I lose this, I'll play top 4, and we'll see if top 4 was the way. Because I'm looking at it, right? And I'm like, maybe I could have gotten away with it. Just ping that off, I guess. It's good because we get Karuska value. I don't know. Just tell it to you like it is. I don't really know how this is. It's close, is what I would say. These echo transfers getting me rolling. We're almost there. 120, huh? I think I'm okay to play these. So you're at 130 and we do 140 baseline, so this is fine. Okay. I think we're close. I won't kill... yeah, Inquisitor. I just realized it. Whoa, that looked weird. Man, I just realized it. I should have... with Root Split Mask, I would have been fine, too. I should play top 4 on this combat. I baited myself to mid, or to bottom here. Mid is mid, it's not bottom. I baited myself here. Okay. I think that it's probably fine. We have decent damage here. I want to reap him, I believe. I just throw 2 reap at him, and we just pelt him with all the stings next turn. 5 draw. It'd be good to draw Proclamation on him. Like, I might want to maybe want to put 1 up here in case the draw is like 4 stings and a Proclamation. I think it's smart. It's close. 3 stings and a Proclamation. 4 stings and a Proclamation. I think that's a really important decision that I made. Because you don't kill me now, right? He hits me 5 times. 5 times 16, 50. I take 80. But he doesn't kill me. It's a really important choice that I made. Oh, he's rooted too. Right. Thanks, Root Split Mask. It's even less. Now this man, last Night of the Disciples. Scary. Tactically keep my Shattered Shell's health lower because... or could play a Root Seeds on him. I can play Root Seeds Fracture to save 16. I think that's actually really good because last night's really scary. I could put it on the Divinity too. I don't care about the Divinity's damage up here. And that goes to 4 and then it goes to 8. Okay, it takes him below 40. I don't care about the Divinity's damage here. But tactically keep my man's health lower so that I can Restoration Detonation him here. If I had drawn it, it would have looked pretty big brain, right? I think we're gonna sneak out of this. But it doesn't seem like we should, right? Like, it feels like I should have died here. I got hard carried by Channel Heart. I'll tell it to you like it is. I got hard carried by Channel Heart here. But that's it. Like, with that man's death, we're done. We made it. I think that my biggest bad habit in monstertrain right now is not when building and thinking about the deck, I just don't think about mini bosses on the Divinity. I get to the Divinity and I go, oh fuck, the mini boss is right. Thank you, Channel Heart plus Thornfruit. You've saved my run. And yeah. The Divinity was a little easier, but we got saved by some good relics on this run. However, as I've been saying more often recently, it's good. This run is no less of a win just because I leveraged relics to win it for me, right? Like in a world without Root Split Mask, I probably just look harder for Holdover and Snare to help me lock down problematic enemies and leak less. But we got Holdover Root Split Mask, or we got Root Split Mask, which does that for me. I think that in hindsight here as well, though, I would just play top. Because I have a bunch of healing in the deck and my man doesn't die in one hit. But, you know, a win's a win. There's a lot of min-maxing you can do here. Like, a lot of decisions I made weren't necessarily correct, but I got to be a little more aggressive in playing mid-floor. So, yeah, it worked out either way. Not too shabby. Press the copy button and say goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Oh God.